Turn my swag on. Mm. This is irritating the hell up out of me. Okay. Okay. Maybe that'll be better. What's up, y'all? Good morning, sis. How's it going, y'all? This morning, I was looking last night. I had went on to my moderator's page for a little bit, for a couple of minutes, to wish a happy birthday this beach. But I was sleepy, and I listen to YouTube sometimes to go to sleep. So I mosey over on J. Wilson Lane, and I saw D. Ramsey and Sean Bradley. So of course that made me stay up another 40 minutes to an hour. And I was like, damn. So I'm waking up late, of course, this morning. I should have been at work by now. But let me say this to the distractors, people that's, that come up with all these what's the term? These theories on, what type of work I do, and, do I do this and do I do that? Let me clear something up, and let me just let y'all know I go into work when I want to. A lot of times I can walk right in. I don't get written up. I can go in at 8 o'clock or 9 if I choose to do that. I can go in at 4 something or 5 o'clock. Now, some of you maybe have a manager behind your back with a whip, or some supervisor telling you, to work faster and make more burgers. But that's not my ministry, as Jay Wilson would say. But I thought the show was very interesting. I enjoyed it, which means I didn't go to sleep till like about 1 something. I woke up this morning at 5:30, about 5:30, and I went right back to sleep. I was like, I'll go in, whatever. I'll get to work when I get there. But I enjoyed it, and I thought we were all saying the same thing about what's going on the YouTube streets, the whole doxing, and, let me tell you, I've never followed Jason. I've saw little brief snippets of him. But I'm going to say this. I don't agree with racism, prejudice, or any white person calling us the N-word. I'm not cool with that. But I'm not going to be one of these black people that turn my head and close my eyes and act like Kwani and Tracy are not destructive to us as a people. They are. I look at them as worse than Jason. And that's my opinion. I'm not talking about my mod's opinions. This is my opinion. I think Jason is not destructive like Kwani and Tracy. Has Jason said the N-word? I've never heard him say it. I've asked people to send me something to my email. Send me the whole thing so I can review it in context. Hey, Q Robinson. But I think what we have to do is not just jump to conclusions and be like, that's my black sister, that's my black brother. I'm not going against a white person. I'm not going to side with a white person against my black brothers and sisters. You know, you sound like fucking idiots when you say that. And this is my opinion. Because Kwani has went out of her way to call people the N-word, talk about people's deceased children. Have you heard? Now, Jason may have receded, and he may have been a parakeet, and he, re-said what was said, and we got pissed off. Yes, okay, we don't like white people saying it, I get it. But you do know Kwani outright calls you the N-word all the time. She called you NBs. Talks about people dead mothers and children. Do you think that's even on the same level as what Jason has said? Because he's white. If a black person said that, and you know what, a lot of our children, nephews, nieces, brothers, a younger generation don't have a problem with white people talking like that, because a lot of white people have embraced our culture and they mimic how we talk. Does that make people uncomfortable and they don't like to hear it? Yes, because my grandmothers and grandfathers wouldn't have liked to hear him say it at all. It doesn't bother me when I've heard younger people use it, because that's just their lingo. I've heard Asian people refer to themselves as the N-word because they have a lot of black friends. It's not that deep for me, and this is my opinion. But I'm a Southern person. I know what racism is. So for him to repeat what he heard and everybody be up in arms, yet it's still Tracy can talk about people dying all the time and death and your child that you should have swallowed and your baby in a toilet. Does that even equate to what Jason has said? If you think that's the same, you're mentally fucked. I mean, that's just my opinion. You're mentally fucked if you add those two and equate them the same, because I don't know this man to like or dislike him. And I've asked numerous times, because some woman got on before and she was like, because people can say anything. So the narrative she was saying was, Rebel, you gave Tracy a cash app, a $20 cash app. And I was like, when was this? Now my email is still vacant right now. There's nothing come in to say that. And this, like they said, Captivating was talking about Phi Babe on Boss Lady's channel. And let me say this. I don't have an issue. I like Boss Lady. She's just so happens to be into it with people that I like as well. I'm not inserting myself in that. And for anyone in this sector to say that Rebel has to choose a side, they can fuck themselves on a limp dick. Because I'm just not that person. I'm not a bandwagon jumper like that. I don't have a chief, telling me what I should and shouldn't do. Now we got to be careful of that, because those become VS type of tactics. And people aren't aware that they start acting like VS. If you're not careful, your subscribers start resembling TSCC. Oh, exactly, Q Robinson, yes. Hey, Miss All That. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this. With Jason talking about Tracy's mother, I say let them feast on each other. Let them destroy each other. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and be defensive for Tracy. Hell no. Absolutely not. When this woman has made disparaging remarks about my mother, and she's talked about people's dead kids, but we're feeling sorry because Jason is dragging her mother? Oh, fuck that. Absolutely not. No. Drag her ass all day. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to say that's my black sister, because she don't look at you as your black. She's not looking at us as her black sisters and brothers. Tracy will make you lose your job and your livelihood if given half a chance. So no, I don't view her as my black sister. No, she's not invited to the cookout. Absolutely not. I don't think it's cool for anyone to talk about people's dead relatives or drag up people's children or, anything like that. But again, Tracy made this bed she must lay in. She made this bed. So I'm not going to be sympathetic for him talking about her mother. What was that sympathy at when she talked about Phi Babe's child that passed away? Or she talked about QB's husband? Or she talked about made remarks about my mother. And yet, it's like almost as we as black people act like we're battered wives defending our husband. You're mad because your family pissed off at him because he's beating you behind. But you're complaining about getting beat up by him, but you don't want anyone else to talk about him. It's weird. That's the weirdest crap to me. But I don't get it. I never will okay, now you got rocks on your truck that's gonna crack my window. But I'm trying to work on getting me a condo. I'm looking to buy me something within the next year or two. I'm just cleaning up my credit. My credit is not bad, but it's not the best. So I have to focus on other things. We as black people, a lot of times our family don't teach us how to keep your credit looking, untarnished. Back in the days I was getting cable. Like a few years ago when I was in my late teens, I started getting cable and, different cell phone companies, and just being like, when they want their money, I'll be like, well, hell, you gonna get it when I get it, see ya, and jump to the next carrier. But I learned now that I was shooting myself in the foot. So my car, I have 2 years left to pay my car off. I'm paying my car off within a year, because I've been paying my car note like 2-3 months in advance. So I'm looking to pay it off sooner than later. So I've been getting positive credit, from that. But I'm not sitting up and just, I have to work on that with myself. But I see people on YouTube that just are doing, they shoot themselves in the foot. They can't grow because they constantly, damn it, did I leave my, okay. I had to touch my bag, y'all. I thought I left my water at home. I made my vitamin water for work. But, what are y'all saying? I don't think that equality. I'm gonna tell y'all, there are so many mental disorders in this sector. I have no issue with Rico. I feel sorry for Rico. Rico wanted someone to love him, but he self-medicates by drinking. And with Rico's status and drinking, that's not a good combination. Rico's gonna take himself out of here sooner than later if he's not careful. That's real talk. His friends need to tell him that. I knew someone that drank like that, and I would tell him, dude, you might as well just go drink a gallon of bleach and end it, because you're trying to kill yourself. All this medication you take, you're taking HIV medication, you're taking pills for being a diabetic, then you're drinking alcohol. Do you know the sugar content? Alcohol has a very high sugar content. So you're drinking diabetic. Now you're not going to rest until you're running around here with one leg or no foot. Now, years passed and I didn't see this person. When I saw him when I saw him again, he was very emaciated looking, and he was on his deathbed. And when I saw him, I just felt bad. It almost brought me to tears to see this person that was, at one time, he was so full of life. And then to see him later on to be a shadow of his former self. This guy passed away like I hadn't seen him in years. And I asked the person, someone he was close to, I was like, well, when the last time you saw Freddie? And he was like, oh, Freddie, he's gone to glory. And I was like, what? So Freddie passed away, leaving a daughter, an ex-wife. Now he came out the closet years ago, before, but he had his daughter before he came out the closet. But you know, all this, families were devastated by that. But okay, y'all, what are y'all saying? But I think that Rico needs some type of professional help. Kwani needs help and a little jail time. Tracy, help, jail time. See a therapist while you're in jail. You know, there's mental disorders. Those, if you can't recognize that Tracy has no, it's like she doesn't understand when to stop, or when enough is enough, or what level that she's reached to. You know, you can't sit up and say you like to dox people, but yet your subscribers are over there cheering you on. But y'all do hear her saying that she likes to dox people, and she's trying to send her information on people. But you got subscribers over there, you know, applauding this crap. And I'm like, Tracy supporters act like Trump supporters. They don't like to admit they support her, but they secretly, you know, go and cheer her on. But they're embarrassed because they know damn well in the real world, if that was brought out that they supported an individual like that, people would frown upon them. Kwani, you got all this money, you talk all this CAD money, you're balling, girl. But I guess, you know, at $10 an hour, some people may consider that balling. I'm not in your pockets, but I don't have to brag about what kind of money I make. And, you know, that bald-headed mole rat hybrid of a shrew sat over there in San Antonio talking about my trap apartment. And, girl, when did you ever see the outside of my apartments? And let me say this. My apartments are not high-end luxury apartments. They're middle-of-the-road type of apartments. I pay $800 and something for a one-bedroom. I can afford to pay $1,200 or $1,500 for a one-bedroom. But that defeats the purpose of me trying to buy a condo. Why would I pay all that money when I'm trying to clean my credit up and buy a condo? You see how that works? You see what I'm going for here? What's up, James? Hey, Pooh. What did Miss up? Oh, Miss All That. Okay, I had lights on in my name when I was 12 years old. So yeah, I understand, Miss All That, what you're saying. We as black people, we're notorious for doing that to our kids. You sitting up, you got some ninja laying up on you that just got out of prison. You got 5 different baby daddies, and you letting your kids put their name, you got your rent in the kid's name, or you got cable in the children's name. No, hell no. You know, I just think that a lot of times people they're, you know, gutter trash. That's it. You know, you're sitting up, you're miserable. You're miserable in your everyday life. You get on YouTube and you have people that are making you feel special. Therefore, you become emboldened to do messy, you know, just out of the way, crazy crap. When your subscribers don't, you know, if they don't tell you that you're doing wrong, because they'll come on our platforms like me or Jay Wilson and they'll say, you know, that's wrong. Why y'all keep this going on with Tracy? Why y'all that lady? You know, that's your black sister. Meanwhile, they will never go on her platform and say it, because you know why? She will block them just for speaking. You know, you can tell us, but the problem is that person that you're afraid to even speak to. So that answers, that right there confirms why we're talking and you don't say anything to her. You'll say it to us because you feel safe coming to tell us this. If you don't get your behind off your phone, swerving in my lane, right, Linty, they can't see the evil. And my thing is this. Evil, again, I don't know Jason. I'm just going by hearsay. But again, if you want me to see who this man is, send me videos, and not like a 10-second clip. I need the whole video of when he said, and give me a timestamp of when he said it, and I'll look at the whole video and determine how I feel about it. Because I give a side eye, and you know, we as black people, if we're sitting on here and we're having this herd type of mindset, this is better than that. I'm gonna agree. I'm not gonna go against Tracy because she's black and he's white. You do know there were slaves. You do know there were other African groups of people that had turned slaves over to Europeans, prisoners of war. You do know there were slaves that were on the side of white people against other blacks. They didn't look at us. They didn't look at the other blacks as their sisters and brothers. So this whole notion that every black person has some type of, you know, familial kinship with each other, it's not true. Everyone doesn't see you as their sister or brother. You're just the same. You just share a skin color. They don't have it for you. They will screw over you quicker than a white person. I think that we just have to stop acting like that's not what we've dealt with before. Jason is the ultimate evil. Meanwhile, Kwani and Tracy can run around here raising hell, doing way worse. But we're not going against them like that. I'll never be that person. I will never be that black person. Absolutely not. I don't side with black people because they're black people. I don't. I will say what's right and what's, you know, wrong is wrong. I don't agree with anyone saying the N-word in a derogatory way. But am I going to appear and say everyone that says the N-word is racist? No, I'm not going to say that. That's my opinion on it. Because we can say that same argument with the F word that people have used over here. But they were talking about one individual gay person. So is that person homophobic overall? You get what I'm going at here, y'all? When people are pissed off, they may say things. You may call your husband or wife a B or anything because you're pissed off. But does that make that person hate a whole group of people? Hey, J. Don. I think he's crazy as hell too, Q. I think he's crazy as hell. But his crazy as hell and the antics that he does, can we really say in our heart of hearts that Jason is worse than Kwani or Tracy? Can we really say that Jason is worse than Kwani or Tracy? Because he said, repeated what was said that Kwani said, and we're up in arms. But you have your sons around here calling girls B's and H's in rap songs, repeating that. You're a female, but your son can rap songs calling women B's and H's. That's what, see, I guess I'm cut from a different cloth altogether because and even, you know, when Jay said that Rebel is more controversial, Let me tell you what rebel is. Rebel is a straight shooter. Damn it, is my tire low? My damn light came on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. It's not low, but I think it may need a little air. But rebel is a straight shooter. I'm not a person that's gonna just mince words. I'm pragmatic. I'm intuitive. I just don't like to dance around with people. I say what I say. I mean what I say. Uh, my family may say something I don't agree with, and I will tell them I don't agree with it. Okay, hold on, let me see. Hey, December, baby. Y'all, let me go on and go jump on this shuttle. Put my mask on. Hold on. Okay. You know what's going to be problematic when it gets cold here and we have to have hoodies on and face mask? That's going to be crazy. Hoodie, black, and a face mask. The parking lot is empty again. So, all I say is this, y'all. Be real with yourselves. Don't let people bring you a bone and you haven't investigated for yourself. You know, they said Jason had a swastika. There wasn't a swastika. This is on my mouth. There wasn't a swastika. It was a Jewish symbol. Native Americans had something very similar to it as well. But we as black people immediately, we had it in our head that the man was racist. So it had to be a symbol of a hate that he had. Whereas we just didn't investigate it ourselves. We went by he say, she said. Right, Miss All That. It was stolen by the Nazis. But I think that we have to be aware that everyone's not a screaming closet racist. Again, if anyone has a video of him saying disparaging remarks about black people, send it to my email. But you just telling me that he is, I'm not gonna go with that. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna judge a person like that. But hey, sunshine, I'm getting ready to jump on the shuttle, y'all, and I will see y'all later this evening. Peace.